Hey guys, welcome back to another video with Coco Cabana. I am here to go over my budget. Well, I hope this is running. Let me just double check. No. Oh, it is running. Sorry. I'm here to go over my budget for January so I can show you guys what I have done. So January is a 3 paycheck month for me. However, that third check, I will need to use some of those funds to pay into the beginning of February because we'll get paid later in February. So here is my January spread. As you can see, initially I had everything in pink for everything that was going to get paid from here until the 13th. And then I had everything in blue, which was going to get paid from the 14th to the 28th, okay? And then, or through the 27th, and then the 28th would go into, it's yellow in my planner, it would go into February. My focus this month was, the nice thing about my 3 paycheck months is it falls during the time that I have to renew my insurance. And previously I was paying my insurance every month, but I wanted to get out of that and I wanted to free up those funds and be able to pay for 6 months of insurance. So that's what we've been doing. I think we've done that 2 or 3 renewal periods now. I did need to renew my driver's license. We still need to do this well fee. I obtained a new challenge that I'm going to use for my debt. It's a larger one, but kind of compact larger, not as big as the 100 envelope, so it doesn't seem so overwhelming. It's still as large as far as dollar amount, but not 100 envelopes. I have a note here because I need to price something for my car, and then also my goals were to pay ahead on bills, work on month ahead, continue my minis, or some type of savings challenge to go back into my sinking funds. So here's my beautiful January, our 3 paydays. So I have pink, blue, and this yellowish color. Pink, like I said, would pay through the 13th. However, you will see, usually my car I pay at the end of the month, but because I was trying to pay out on bills to cover as much as possible, I had paid my car within that first period. We did do our 6 months of car insurance, which was $693. I didn't have to worry about my electric and gas bill. My son took care of that for me. And then also on my Apple Card, I didn't have to worry about that either. These Apple Card in red are the items that come out. So we only had Apple Storage and YouTube. Guys, I canceled my Apple protection plan and I also canceled Netflix. So those saved some money as well. We had gas, and then we had our dreams and emergency fund. Then the second period from the 14th through the 27th, we took care of our black Jeep again. And then we also paid Upgrade, City, our cell phones, Barclays, and then we had our quarterly water bill. We took care of that. Gas, beauty, household, and grocery, dreams, and emergency fund. And then our final check, which I was just filling out, we paid our We Energies because it is due the beginning of February. And it was large, guys, so I wanted to make sure to take care of that right away. And I break this yellow because I didn't have enough space. I broke it down more into an individual weekly, so we'll go ahead and review that. So here was our first payroll. Okay, I'm on the phone. We did for our first check, our black Jeep. We did Bank of America, Progressive 6 months, my car, Spectrum for internet, and we transferred money over for Roblox. We saved for gas. our dreams, our saving for our dreams, our emergency fund. And then I had a bill here for $34.96. It was something that I had bought for Gigi, so I had to pay that. Next, our second payroll, we paid our black Jeep, we paid Upgrade, we paid City, Cricket, our cell phone, Barclays, and that quarterly water bill. We did gas, grocery, beauty, dreams, and emergency fund, and that was it. Anything extra just went into whatever we needed during that time, if I played challenges or, you know, extra funds for groceries. Now, this very last check is what I've been working on this morning. I went ahead and I paid for my Apple. I was over on my Apple card $54.54. So I paid that plus whatever the interest was for the prior month, just to give me an idea, which was $32.09. But I times that by 2. And then I included, so that ended up being what, $64.18 plus the $54.54 plus these items that are going to come out on the Apple card, which is Apple Storage and YouTube. So I paid a total of $150 today on that card. We Energies was paid with this check. Spectrum is due on the 9th. I went ahead and paid that. It was $140. I pulled my car up again. I transferred that money, so $443. So instead of paying it at the end of February, I'm paying it now because I had this extra funds. I don't want to just use it all because, guys, that's what would happen in the past, and you'll see based on my expense tracking what I'm talking about. Roblox, that's going to come out on the 12th. It's $19.99. I didn't need to pay it, but because I had some extra funds, I went ahead and transferred that, so it's going to be there when it's needed. And then I had to do renew my license, so that was $43.50. I set aside $40 for gas. I have to pull that out. And I set aside $30 for laundry soap, dryer sheets, and anything else, you know, if there's any funds left. So I set aside $70. I did my dreams today. I had the $5. I need $20 bi-weekly. So I only really need $15 for the remaining course of this pay period. We did the $42 for the emergency fund, so I didn't need to set that aside. I put this into savings for $60. And she asked me this morning for this. So she's been doing really good with her coursework. So I'm going to give her that. She got some good scores on her tests. And then challenges. I'm setting $150 aside for my challenges to cover my collab. And then whatever else I have left will probably go into the challenge that I just started. And then I had a bill here for PayPal, $31.61, and that was a challenge that I bought to help me, and I'll just write that, to help me start saving for this debt payoff. And then to show you, this is what has happened in my account, our deposit here, and then green is savings, so savings account, and then our challenges and dreams are considered savings. All the bills are written in here. And then the pink is everything that we have spent since we got paid. So we spent $22.93 at Speedway. I believe that was gas. I believe it was just gas. Walmart, $9.90. Speedway, $21.13, and that was picking up stuff. This is at the gas station, like grabbing snacks and stuff for the kids. Potbelly. It was a night my son wanted something for dinner, and I had to work in the office. I didn't feel like cooking. The gas station, this is once for Hub and I, $8.18. Dunkin', probably Hub and I, $7.04. Wingstop, Eat Out, this was for Hub and Son, $34.04. Rockies for Nove, $4.21. Domino's. We cooked last night, guys, and then my husband was like, I could go for a pizza, and I was like, I could kind of eat pizza too. And so we ended up spending $16.84 on Domino's, and so today I guess we'll be eating last night's dinner. And then $72.78 was for me and Hub. And then this is the fun money that she asked for today. So that is where we are. I should have put the wallet in another color too, just to decipher the bills from the, I don't know if I have another color in here. Let me see. Just to easily decipher the bills from the, we'll put the wallet in yellow, because that's money that we're going to use. Gas, and then the household. So yeah, that's where we are right now. Should we tally up and see how much we've spent in just random? 22.93, 9.9, 21.13, 33.8, 8.18, 7.04, 34.04, 4.21, 16.84, 72.78, and then 50. $280.85 is what we've spent. Now, mind you, obviously this is good because it was grocery. I just hadn't pulled any money out, but the rest of it isn't good. I was hoping I'd have better, but yeah, guys. So I didn't want to think you to think I forgot about you. As far as showing you guys what I did for January, I'm happy with my overall result for the most part. Spending, obviously, eating out is probably one of the worst things for me. But we hit a lot of things that we wanted to get done. I did start my February budget. So with us taking that third check, which is the yellow one, and paying into February, we don't get paid till the 11th, but we already have our Apple Card paid for. We have our Spectrum paid for. This is on the Apple Card. This is on the Apple Card. We paid our We Energies, and we pulled ahead and paid our car. So paying ahead really helps set you up for the month, so it doesn't make money seem so tight. And in my last video, I did say this past week, my daughter was given about 2 weeks for this apartment to be ready, or she did say 2 weeks. So I'm thinking she should be, if everything goes right, we have to pay for a, what do you call it? We have to pay for the background check, and that should all pan out fine. And then she'll be moving. So it should be somewhere in here. And then I hope that I will get a little bit better as far as spending or being able to save. We'll see. But that's my goal. We do have a couple birthdays. My birthday, Zion's birthday. We have our anniversary here. I think Hub and I were just going to try to get away, maybe do a dinner or like a little getaway. So we were talking about that. My goals is to continue working on my dreams, my emergency fund, my 1K and 2K Lovelies collab,